been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. A short kick taken at the 18. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is Breida. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Well, this defense for the Browns, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now it's 2nd and 9. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On the handoff, this is Breida. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Second down and goal. Allen escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early, and that'll set them back 5. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Now a give to Breida. And he'll get this awfully close to a first down. Well, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. A good run that time. They couldn't close him down, and now 9 yards makes for a very different situation on 4th and goal. Allen off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Carlos Basham able to make the play defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Mayfield looks to throw. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Darren Reed on the tackle.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns nothing.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing just about on his own goal line. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now it's Breida, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Browns nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A run for Nick Chubb, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set it.
To throw, Mayfield. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 36. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Mayfield. Drops it off for Chubb. Touchdown! Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Nick Chubb hit 21.95 miles an hour on a long touchdown run in 2019. 4th fastest in the NFL. And he flashed the big-time speed again there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
McCann's got it teed up. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 29, Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play action. Now it's Allen. Check down to Breida. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Breida. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Throwing is Allen on third. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's got room. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. That last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensive
pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. From the gun, Mayfield. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. It's taken to the 26. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They'll start on the ground with Breida. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On third down, Mayfield. And going deep for Hill.
Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
125 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On play action, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mayfield on play action. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Mario Addison able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. Here's a toss right side for Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They run again with Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
134 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On first down, here's Breida. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
This is Breida. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got it.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Allen now on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Josh Allen with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the 29, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Play fake. Mayfield. It's Hill. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has. Any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before.
And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A short kick taken at the 18. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tate. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Chubb. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
McCann now for the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Bills 42, Browns 14.
McCann's got it teed up.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Oh, it's a wobbler here.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw pulled in by Tate.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mayfield to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Here's Mayfield. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. They'll begin the drive with Breida. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some room to roam now. He's at the 30. 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's a 2nd touchdown run of this game. And this one, and a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Picked off inside the 10. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those as he takes the knee, but what an explosion and a good win.
Can we call it a negative positive play?
There you go.
Okay? An oxymoron to end the ball game.
And they can watch the clock go down and celebrate the victory.